So the Battlefield 4 beta came out this Tuesday, and it's the same day as GTA Online, actually, which I'm kind of happy about. I mean, it freed up the beta servers for the most part, and kept most of the people, or most of the problems that could have originated, kept it elsewhere. So I'm happy about that. But basically, I have been playing the beta very actively over the past week, mostly on Xbox. I'll get into that a little later. Some of you may not know on my channel, I'm a huge Battlefield fan. I actually, a year ago, when Battlefield 3 was supposed to come out, I made videos very similar to this on Battlefield 1943. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, probably my top 3 games, and all around, it's just one of my favorite series, and I do want to take advantage of that with my YouTube channel, and with the release of Battlefield 4 coming up. So recently I got a brand new graphics card. I know I mentioned it in one of my videos, a GTX 770, and that sounded really weird to say for some reason, but who cares? And I haven't tried it out. I tried out on PC, and I was never really big on FPSs on PC. I got an Xbox in 2006 or whatever, and I've always just played on Xbox with games like that. I would play strategy games and PC exclusives for the most part, different games on PC, but my Call of Duties, my Battlefields, my Halo, obviously Halo's on Xbox, but all the games like that, I always stuck to Xbox. Today, I actually own Battlefield 3 on PC, just as a side note, but I had premium and everything on Xbox. Today, for the first time, I switched to PC with my Battlefield 4 beta. Since it was free, I was like, why not? I mean, and I completely just... It was so much easier. It was simpler. I did amazing. This is the gameplay you're watching right now. Is actually my 3rd game. That was, I don't know. I feel I did pretty good. I mean, you'll see towards the end, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my scores in these first 3 games. I completely dominated, and in comparison to my Xbox gameplay, where I would, barely break positive, not that KD is such a big thing, but my score per minute was nowhere near what it is on PC. On PC, I just noticed everything is, I could aim so well, I'm super accurate, I hit so many more shots, and all around, just a way better experience for me. So, that brings me to the next thing, add me on Origin. I have no friends that play Battlefield 4 on PC, or at least right now, so I'm gonna definitely be playing the actual game when it comes out. I'm going to pre-order it today and get premium and the whole 9 yards. So if you want to add me on Origin, I am JuiceHead3311. Pretty generic name. I use it a lot for a lot of things, so I'm sure you heard it before. And yeah, so let's play. I mean, again, I don't have anybody to play with. Add me. Let's all play. I'd love to play with fans and maybe do some live streaming or something like that. But I also want to mention this game is beautiful. I did not notice this until I switched onto the PC. Again, I'm playing this on full ultra, and while off filming, I basically maintained 60 FPS. While filming, it got a little spotty. It kept switching between 30 and 60, depending on outdoor, indoor, and if there are huge explosions going on, but never dropping below 30. It was always a solid at least 30 frames per second, which I'm pretty happy with. I mean, obviously, as drivers come out and such, I'm sure things will just be easier to, view, and worst case scenario, maybe I'll just buy another graphics card like I did when Far Cry 3 came out, because I wanted to run that on max. But that is that. And also, I just want to mention the little battle log thing on the iPad. That thing sucks. Well, it's cool. It's really cool, but I didn't use it at all. I had it next to me for all 3 games that I played, and I just never really glanced to my iPad. I mean, it was literally like a few inches of a look down, and I never used it. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I mean, obviously, people are going to have varying opinions, but it seems like a cool concept, but it really didn't provide any additional details. I mean, knowing where, I guess on bigger maps it could totally make a difference, but I'm playing Domination, whatever it's called, and it didn't make too much of a difference for me. But the beta itself, my thoughts on it, it seems really fun. It's very similar to Battlefield 3. I know they generally will do, I think Bad Company 3 will be when they incorporate all the new things, but it did seem pretty similar. There was no game-changing things, but for the most part, for me, I feel like it's just going to be more of a new maps, new guns, and different attachments. Otherwise, everything felt pretty much the same. On Xbox, I noticed very different things. Maybe I was just hitting people in the chest higher, but I noticed on Xbox, I really felt like people died a lot slower. This is obviously the beta, so that's all, may change, but I feel like on Xbox, it just took way more bullets, and I switched to PC, and I feel like people are just, like, dropping like that. They're just dead, and I'm like, I don't know what that's about, but I like it way more on PC, obviously. People dying so quickly and it just keeping it simple. So I don't know. All around, I am very happy with it so far, and the vehicles are really cool too. I like what I hate the controls on the vehicles, actually. I don't like that, but that's obviously you could change that, I'm sure. And especially on PC with the well, I'm talking about the controller because you can't use the triggers, you use the pads. But I guess that obviously would be different for PC players. And in a lot of things, I noticed, I forgot if this clip's in this gameplay. I don't know a lot of the controls, so on my first gameplays of Battlefield, I'm sure you might see some of that because like even there's at one point I ran behind a guy and I was trying to knife him and I was like, what button's knife? So I still don't know what knife is, but all around though, definitely way better on PC. The beta itself, it seems it's really solid so far. There's only that one map. The domination game mode seems really fast paced, almost replacing team deathmatch. I think it did actually replace team deathmatch. It's a really cool game mode, you know, instant respawn. I'm really waiting for my conquest, my rush. Being like an older school, I played Battlefield 2, and you know, when it came out, I kind of started playing Battlefield. So being an older school player, I really like the Conquest is one of my favorite game mode, though. Is probably, I don't know. I'm kind of caught between Conquest and Rush. I would love to see Rush in the beta, but obviously you can't get everything. You know, it is still a beta. But hopefully as things progress, you know, different game modes will evolve. I really want to I like the whole 5 people in the squad now. I do like that. I know there were some glitches where I know one guy got 7 people in his squad, and I think it was just when they were joining on you. So that was kind of weird. I don't know. It didn't happen to me. Obviously, no one's joining on me because I have no friends. But all around, I got to say the beta is really solid. I'm really happy with it, and hopefully as time does go on, and the game comes out, I'll, you know, kind of get a little bit better on PC, develop some people or develop relationships and friendships with other, maybe even YouTubers that play Battlefield 4 on the PC and such. But all around, again, I'm really happy with this game. If you want to see more content like this, give it a thumbs up or just comment below. And again, add me, JuiceHead3311. Bye.